Today I am going to show you how to make this adorable Easter table decor. So stay tuned. To get started, you're going to want a galvanized bucket. I got mine at the craft store for $4, but I'm sure you can find them anywhere. These cute little carrots. Now they're all on a string, but I'm going to cut them off and use them individually. Then maidenhair fern, very bright green and pretty. And then beautiful lavender that's gonna go so well with the orange in the carrots. Then I got my little bunny bud. I'm gonna show you how I'll use that. And lastly, I've got 2 different ribbons. One a black and white stripe and one just a simple orange. And then the only other thing you're gonna need as far as supplies, you're going to need a foam block. Actually, you'll need 2. And don't worry, I have all of this on my Amazon storefront except for the bucket. We need to get the foam block put into the bucket. And so as you can see, first of all, it's not high enough and it's not long enough. So I'm gonna cut another little piece and stuff it down in there. I'm gonna add one more block, and this one, I'm just gonna kind of stuff back in, and now that gives me the height, and we're ready for the fun part. Whenever I'm putting a floral together, I'm gonna start with the tallest pieces first, and that's gonna be the lavender. And you're just gonna stick it into the foam, and this one will be taller. Gonna kind of tilt the ones on the outside just a little bit. And that's it. I'm not gonna put any more greenery in because I really want to do my little bunny butt first to see how much space that's going to take up. This is so cute. So it came with strings and you just want to tie it tight, and I'll probably trim the strings off. But I'm gonna tie it. See how that kind of pulls it together? Tie it really tight. I realized when I was going to start putting this on, this string is going to show. So I'm going to untie it, and what I'm going to do is tie it a little bit together and then tie it to this one so it won't show. Alright, I'm turning the bucket around because I want the handle in the back, and I'm going to just hot glue gun him right onto the bucket. So you always look for the point where it sticks out the most and start adding glue, and you can always go back and add a little bit more. It feels so wrong to hot glue gun a stuffed animal, but here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna hold that on there until he dries. I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue gun to the greenery. Use scissors to hold that in place. You do not want to burn yourself. Okay, that was easy and fun. Now we're going to do the maidenhair. And remember, a lot of times when we buy greenery and it's all one lump, you don't have to use it all as one lump. Snip it apart, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip a couple pieces and place it in and see how it looks. I'm going to keep going. Now it's time to add the carrots. I'm going to cut them off the string, and I'm going to add them as if they're in the ground growing. So we're going to go straight, hot glue on the end, and just stick it in there. Hold it till it dries. Oh, I love that. Okay. one of the things I forgot to tell you that you'll need is moss. And the reason I like to use moss is, first of all, kind of when you're looking in there, you see a little bit of holes and the moss fills that. But a lot of times when you use moss to fill the holes, you use less product in the floral arrangement, and that makes it not look so stuffed in there. You kind of want it to look airy, so moss is the trick. Moss does make a huge mess, and usually when I'm adding them to my floral arrangements, I'll actually go out in the yard and do it, but for recording purposes, I've done it in here. Now, another thing I like to do when you add moss, again, don't clump it in, do it as light as possible, and then let a little bit of it come spray off of your planter. That just looks so pretty. And I know it makes a mess, but until you get it in place, once you get it in place where you're going to decorate, clean it up, it's fine. But moss just adds that other level to make it look beautiful. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bow, and I'm gonna set it on this side. The two ribbons that I chose are a black and white stripe and a very subtle orange. I'm gonna start with the black and white ribbon first, and those loops are gonna be a little bit bigger. Then when I add the orange, those loops are gonna be a little bit smaller, and they're going to be in the front of the bow. I've made 6 loops, and now I'm going to add the orange ribbon in the front, and again, smaller loops so it shows. Just gonna wire the middle. Remember, if you are wiring, to tie it as tight as possible, makes the best bow. Now I'm going to be hot gluing this to the bucket, so I'm going to trim the wire short, and I'll trim the tails after I glue the bow on. Just going to add some glue to the back. I'm just going to hold it in place until it dries. When it's dried, all I'm going to do is fluff the bow and trim the ribbon and set it in place. This turned out so cute. I love it. Okay, can we talk about the little bunny butt? He's so cute. All right, that was so easy to do, and your friends will love this and be so impressed with this as your table decor. Well, I've got another video coming out, and it's going to be an Easter wreath, so be sure to check out the next video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell. Tell you when I have a new video out. Have a great day.